Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday the 6th of February. So looking at the euro dollar first, and well, we pushed off through yesterday. We managed not to hold into the monthly pivot. It looked like it was holding for a while, but it did roll over. It looked weak during the day, and sure enough it rolled over later. It's been rolling obviously furthermore this morning. The German data came out this morning, was not good. There was some factory orders that were in significantly lower than expectation, but just looking here, 60-minute time frame, well, we have got the daily pivot above now. Like the pound, I'm going to say in a moment, there is a potential. I mean, the euro is oversold where it's sitting at the moment. It's got the potential to get towards that 50, at least, maybe back towards the daily pivot. It's not had the best of, I mean, it's so counter trend now in terms of what's there. I'm sure there'll be buyers buying into this, and certainly they will be in the pound, because I can see they've already placed stop losses in certain places on the pound, which I'll show in just a moment. I'm just looking if there's any European news coming out today. Nothing of significance European wise. There are a couple of speakers today, which much later today, he says. It's 11 o'clock in the evening. So New Zealand news, Canadian news, no European. Oh, we've got Trump speaking, of course, at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. He's spoken, has he? Well, there you are. I missed that. So nout for us to be trading with today at the moment. So no news may be good news in that case, and we may see these markets have a bit of a retrace. They are, as I say, have been selling off. I mean, with looking at this chart, really you'd be looking to sell into the 34 or the 50, which, well, as I say, there is the potential for those to be trades. Sorry, this is a 30-minute chart. Let me just switch it to a 60 so we can see just a little bit more time in there. He says if you can just find the 60, there we go. So you see a bit more in terms of what's happening here. Okay, so that's the euro. The pound wise, it's more of the same really. The pound, I was looking yesterday towards the daily 21. It actually went past our targets there, and went all the way down to our monthly. I thought the monthly would be for today, but there we go, it's already been hit. Now where we're sitting at the moment, as I said, there's orders that's already going in here. Here's a little bit of a quick view of what lays beneath, and you can see already some net sell orders. Now these sell orders no doubt are from the traders. The 58% already getting long or are long of IG traders, for example. So there is the chance that these guys could be right. There's an easy route up. There's net buy orders above, not very many, but there are, and it could be taking us to the upper side there on the pound. So we'll see. Let's get rid of that and that. That's where we're sitting at the moment. So it's sitting in those double bottoms. It's not quite done an absolute bottom here. It's having a bit of a retrace. The daily pivot there at 29.74. Again, looking to sell into. If I was looking to take the other side of this, I say the other side of the market, the downside of this market, I would want it to come back a little bit more. Particularly, it's not actually a divergence here, but if it pitched a little bit lower, that it definitely would be a divergence. So there is sort of weakness in this downward move at the moment, but it's whether or not post 8 o'clock it gets the OK and we start seeing a push upwards. So little to move the pound. Again, no news on the pound today. It's all tomorrow for the pound. So we'll see how that carries on. Obviously there may be some Brexit data coming and being spoken about. Dollar yen, well, that stalled yesterday relatively. It was a very small day, and today, well, it's sold off so far. Maybe looking for that weekly pivot. If everything goes wrong, it generally looks like the yen strengthens at the moment. But it's, as I say, mainly consolidation. You see it for this week. It's pitched up earlier on. It may be rolling over at this moment, and there is the weekly pivot. There are these the support of this whole nest of moving averages. I would imagine that would provide some pretty solid support there if it was to come down. Lower highs, lower lows just about. It's still, as I say, a bit stalled where it is. The pivot's very pinched today. I think I'd have to watch that carefully and trade off the bigger picture there. Aussie dollar. Well, the Aussie dollar looked good yesterday at one stage for a move back towards its 200, but like many of the other currencies, the US dollar just steamrolled through. We have had the Reserve Bank of Australia governor speaking. I haven't actually seen what he said, but obviously the market didn't like it. So we've seen further downside here. There must be risks amongst what's happened there, but yeah, 130. So that's the 1 o'clock candle. That's the effect of fundamental data for you straight off. And well, at the moment it may be slowing down into its R3. It may get. I know traders will immediately be looking to buy it. It is oversold on some time frames, I'm sure, but it's just one of those at the moment that I would just let it be for a while. Maybe selling into any retraces. Okay, Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, then finally finishing up with the Canadian dollar, and that's seen a bit of rally as well. Well, it's obviously inverted to the others, pushing up at the moment. Maybe heading up towards that monthly pivot. I don't know. To me, it's one of the stronger pairings. We got news out on Friday. We've got the employment data out on Friday for the Canadian dollar, but at the moment, high lows, high highs through this 4-hourly time frame, and it just looks like, I mean, it pierced through the weekly pivot yesterday. I mentioned that it's pushing through that, and that monthly pivot may become a target on the bigger time frames. So that's it for me this morning. News-wise today, as I said, there's very little that we can be looking to trade or be worried about. So have a great one. Bye for now.